Governor Brown, shut it down!
Southern Oregon State Representative Pam Marsh. Let's welcome Pam Marsh. She has been one of the strongest advocates we have in Salem, working side by side with communities to stop Jordan Cove. Good morning. I just want to tell you how great it is to see all of you out here. Faces so far that are actually out of my vision, but I know you're there. And I also want to tell you, it is getting very tiresome to have to put on this series of Jordan Cove rallies, right? How many times have you gotten up at 4:30 in the morning to come up and stand on the steps of the Capitol, right? We should be putting our energy into something more productive. We're looking at a project that contemplates the investment of $8 to $10 billion in fossil fuels, bringing product most likely from out of the country and shipping it to countries outside of our borders. And in the meantime, running through miles and miles of pure Oregon landscape, endangering our habitats, our rivers, our landscapes, our homes, our farms, our countrysides. And oh yeah, in the process, producing one of the state's most, if not most, productions of greenhouse gas emissions. What is wrong with that story? We should have killed this thing 3 applications ago. But what I want to tell you is this. You know that there are paid lobbyists for big corporations that are pushing this project. But your voices are way more powerful than any of those. Because when you go in and you talk to your legislators and you talk to the press and you talk to your neighbors and you talk to the governor, you speak from the heart. You speak from your knowledge of your communities and your understanding of what Jordan Cove would actually mean if constructed. And you are far more powerful than the money that can buy any lobbyist to walk through this building. So believe in yourself, believe in your power. We are not done with this yet. We are going to stand up until Jordan Cove is finally a blip on the landscape way back behind us. And today's rally, and this rally today is about telling the world and all the people in this building and all the people outside that we will continue to stand up because we have hearts and minds, and boy do we have voices, and those voices are saying hell no on Jordan Cove. Thank you, Pam. People power! People over profit!
Okay, hi, I'm Jasmine from Coos Bay, Oregon. Oh, sorry about that. I am here with the Just Us Club from, I'm here with the Just Us Club from Southwestern Oregon Community College. I will be speaking in behalf of Jeff Golden, the state senator. Okay, here I go. My deep thanks to you for being here today to clearly say no yet again to this disastrous proposal. I would much rather be standing here with you than at the climate conversation with Oregon County commissioners that I committed to attend. There's something that stands out more than anything else through this long journey. It's your persistence and tenacity, but now some of you have been organizing, protesting, and shining light on the folly of this terminal and pipeline for more than a decade. Some of you have grown up in this movement. Meanwhile, Pembina and its allies do what massive corporations have the money to do: ignore the legal regulatory setbacks and relentlessly apply pressure belief that sooner or later those of us who deeply love our part of the planet will go away, that they have the money and political resources to wait us out. however long that takes. And that tactic has worked for the fossil fuel industry much more often than not. Today you're saying and demonstrating something very simple. It won't work this time. You won't be waited out. However long it takes to permanently kill this project, that's how long you're in this for, along with thousands of others ready to stand up for the place they love. Your persistence is proving to Oregon and to much of America that the page has turned. You're proving that the growing movement against the fossil fuel industry's trashing of the planet won't go away. That more and more people all the time realize that the global struggle in which Jordan Cove is on one important battlefield is quite literally a struggle for our lives. So please don't be discouraged by the unsurprising news from Washington that this administration wants to greenlight Jordan Cove. Remember that we're in the 8th or 9th inning of a long, grueling game, much longer than most of fossil fuel resistance movements have lasted. We've lasted this long purely because of your passion and discipline and persistence. If this movement by walking up more, if we sustain that energy, if we have each other's backs through the rough movements, if we grow this movement by walking up more friends and neighbors who love Oregon as much as we do, then this terminal and this pipeline will never be built. Then we can turn a lot more attention to creating energy systems that will power the future we want for our children. You are creating history we can be proud of. I'm honored to stand with you, Senator Jeff Golden.
Thank you. I forgot to mention that Oregon Senator Jeff Golden is one of the legislators who works in this building every day to help our community stop this project. So thank you, even though he couldn't be here, thank you, Senator Golden. There's a lot of us here today. Like I said, we have a shared issue and we have shared values. A few months ago, Oregon Physicians for Social Responsibility published a report about Jordan Cove LNG's impact to public health. Today, we welcome family medicine doctor Patricia Kohlberg to speak about these health impacts. Dr. Kohlberg?
Well, I'll use this. Great energy here today. Welcome. Thank you for coming out. I am a native Oregonian. I was born here. I was raised here and schooled here. I worked here. I married here. And we raised our kid here. I have a vision for Oregon. And in my vision, healthy people live in healthy communities. That's right. No one has to struggle to meet their basic needs. Everyone has a home and the home is in good repair and it is heated and adequately cooled. Everyone has access to parks, to walkways and to bikeways that are safe and clean. Everyone has access to health care, to good schools. Neighbors know each other and they trust each other. Crime rates are low and civic engagement is high, and racism and sexism and all those other isms are relics of the past. In my vision, the air is clean, the water is clean, and the soil is clean. We harvest our natural resources in sustainable ways. And our ways of life are preserved, and for most of us, that means a close attachment to our land, to our mountains and our forests and our rivers and our lakes and streams and beaches and bays. And this is true for all of us, whether we are the indigenous, inhabitants of this land, or whether we are the offspring of the white colonialists like myself, or more recent immigrants who are fleeing the violence and chaos of their homelands, which too often is also a result of climate change. And most important of all, in my vision, communities are in control of their own destinies.
have got the power. We have got the power. We have got the power. It's in the hands of the soul. We have got the power. We have got the power. We have got the power. It's in the hands of the soul. We have got the power. We have got the power. We have got the power. It's in the hands of the soul. We have got the power. We have got the power. We have got the power. It's in the hands of the soul. We have got the power. We have got the power. We have got the power. It's in the hands of the soul. We have got the power. We have got the power. We have got the power. It's in the hands of the soul. We have got the power. We have got the power. We have got the power. It's in the hands of the soul. We have got the power. We have got the power. We have got the power.